Americans say they feel worn out by the daily struggles of dealing with COVID-19. Exhaustion can lead to frustration, which can then lead to anger. 800,000 people have already died from this virus, and everyone has been impacted in some way. And just when we think there's a light at the end of the tunnel and things might get back to normal in time for the holidays, another variant emerges. The holidays can bring joy and excitement for many of us, but there can also be anxiety. Anxiety over how much life has changed, and also grief for those who have been lost. Dr. Frank Anderson is a psychiatrist, a trauma specialist, and author of the book Transcending Trauma. So let's ask him how to navigate some of these challenges in life. Doctor, thank you for joining us. Before we get into the holidays specifically, any words of wisdom on coping with the pandemic that just won't seem to go away?
Yeah, certainly. And Trey, thank you so much for having me on the show this evening. It's a really stressful time for a lot of people. The expectations are enormous. People haven't seen family in a really long time. The stakes are really high. I think it's really important to accept imperfection, honestly. Things don't have to go perfectly. Things don't have to be great. It's okay for things to not go well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because sometimes anticipation is greater than realization. We kind of idealize these things as family vacation or holidays, and then it winds up, at least in my household, not always being perfect. So how can we prepare for imperfection?
That's exactly right, Trey. I mean, for anybody who has kids and has gone to Disney World, the expectations are enormous, and the reality never ends up being what it is. And the same is true for the holidays, honestly. You know, I really think about expectations. It's a really important piece. What are your own expectations? What do you ask yourself? What do I want to get out of this? And ask everybody else around you, too. What do your kids want to get out of the holidays? What do your parents want to get out of the holidays? Oftentimes, we impose these expectations that are not realistic. And you know, we all bring all of who we are to every family gathering. We bring the good stuff and we bring the not so good stuff. So I think if you have that reality in mind, things can go a lot better because perfection is really overrated and it doesn't work so well.
All right, Doc, we've dealt with perfection. Now let me deal with something else that I don't like. I don't like drama. And I want to assure my mom I am not talking about getting together with my sisters or brothers-in-law. I'm talking about somebody else, not my family. But I don't like drama, and there almost always seems to be some when you get folks together over the holidays. How do we prepare for unwanted drama?
Well, it's great that you don't have one of those families, Trey, because I certainly do. And most of us have those kind of families, honestly, right? There is family drama, and oftentimes the reason that there's family drama is because when we go home, we have this regression back to the way it was. And when you have a regression back to the way it was, the stuff that was unresolved will also stir up and bubble up for people. So people go home and then all this old stuff gets stirred up. And actually, it's not a great idea to work through old family dynamics during the holidays. We have a lot more in common than we do differently, and when those differences or old resentments come up, it's better not to address them at the kitchen table or the holiday dinner table.
All right, Doc, there are a lot of people dealing with loss, whether it's pandemic or anything else. So we have the joy of the holidays, but that joy is mitigated by the fact that someone's not at the table for the first time this year. How do we match grief with the holidays?
Yeah, this is a really important piece for me. You know, we go to the holiday gatherings, and of course it's normal to be thinking about the people that aren't sitting at the table. You know, so many people have lost so many people over the last couple years. But even beyond the pandemic, we have people who are not sitting at that table. And the thing that I want to share with people, it's all right to miss them. It's all right to be sad about them. So many of us say, don't feel sad, it's okay. I have a different view. I say it's really okay to be sad. It's okay to miss people. It's okay to talk about them and cry about them. It's great to bring them to the holidays. It's great to have kind of memories or rituals, to have them there with you. So many people have anniversary reactions around the holidays for those that are lost, even if they're not lost during the holidays. So bring those family members with you. I think it's super important. The other thing I'll say, Trey, is this. Many people tend to die during the holidays. It's a very intense, powerful time of year. So don't push it away. Don't push your feelings away. Embrace the loss. Embrace your family.
That's great advice, Doc. I hope you have a wonderful holidays, and if your family gets out of control, you're welcome to come to South Carolina and join us and stay at least until the cops get called.
Well, definitely true. You know, I often say I'm not only the Hair Club president, I'm not only a trauma survivor, I'm not only a trauma expert, I'm a member of that group. So I'm going to be doing my work and to have a wonderful, happy holidays, and I wish you the same.
Likewise. Thank you.